Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
There she is with your son. And they went and put him in a stroller coming up and kind of went walking with him.
Oh, hell no. Just holding my son.
Do I need to pull out my legal permit gun and pull it on all of y'all to get away from my house?
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
Just like he's just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Oh.
I asked her about his, and she said nothing was going on. Do you want to confront him?
Oh, yeah. Take me there.
Yeah, I got him. Hey, go. Go.
Get down here.
Whoa.
This is like not how this is supposed to work.
Just go. Go with him.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Welcome. I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for watching this installment of Cheaters. Meet Charlene Massey, a young mother dedicated to raising her family with fiance Zachariah. With their wedding day approaching, Charlene senses a distracting influence on her intended and enlists cheaters to uncover the source.
Charlene Massey, age 20, hairdresser who suspects her fiance is cutting out on her and their 9-month-old son.
Well, that was at the very beginning. I didn't really care for him then. It was just sex. But then once I started caring for him, he said he wasn't seeing anyone else. I mean, me and him would always go out together to the club, and we'd go home. I'd stay the night with him every single night. But then once I got pregnant, then he said he loved me and he wanted me to move in, and he proposed to me. But then the whole cheating thing kept going on, so we just never did it. And he's talked about us getting married since then, but you know, there's a whole trust thing going on. So we're not gonna get married till I know for a fact that he's faithful. Well, when he cheated on me the first time when I was pregnant, that was when we were actually together, fixing to get engaged. And he came home at 8 o'clock in the morning and said he had been at a friend's house, which I knew he was lying. I was trying to stay calm, but I couldn't, you know, because I didn't want to go into early labor or anything. But it didn't go very well. I mean, he was just like, I'm sorry. It only happened this one time. It just happened, and I will leave with no doubt. Because he said he's been faithful since Jaden's been born, and if he hasn't, seeing what I had to go through to have his son, because I went through a lot to have him. It wasn't no easy thing. I mean, he even told me to come get my stuff one day, and then when I tried to leave, he wouldn't let me.
Really?
Yeah, because he knows that I'm loyal. That's why he wants me to stay.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Zachariah Lytle, age 21, a golf attendant suspected of caddying for more than one woman. Investigation day 1. Cheaters crews tail Lytle to a popular nightclub called Spy. Thursday night is deemed sex night, and Lytle knows he is forbidden to attend. While Massey is at home taking care of their newborn son, Lytle is flirting and fondling away. Investigation day 4. Lytle is supposed to be out with a group of friends, but Cheaters' cameras document otherwise. Lytle is spotted with 22-year-old Crystal Dudley. It appears the two play house with Charlene's son. Lytle leaves son and Dudley together as he wanders off to play elsewhere in the restaurant. Cheaters detectives close in on Lytle and find him in circumstances much different than those he describes to Charlene on the phone.
So I went
about y'all last night?
Who was with me last night? Me and Dave.
Hadar didn't go?
Hadar went, Adrian went, Jessica went.
Jessica Stewart, Jessica?
No, another Jessica, not redheaded Jessica, one of Adrian's friends.
In the real world, Lytle is caught on camera dining out with a double date. After dinner, Lytle heads home with both Dudley and an unknown companion to play house with his 9-month-old son. Cheater's surveillance records Lytle and Dudley taking a moonlit stroll with the baby in tow. For cheaters, this case is an easy one to crack. No further surveillance is needed to put an end to Lytle's flirting and fun. After the break, the confrontation.
With Zachariah's inappropriate behavior recorded on video, cheaters inform Charlene of the devastating truth. Seeing her well-planned family taken away from her, Charlene swiftly responds to the threat.
We have caught him with someone else.
Okay,
As you suspected.
I want to see the rest.
Remember the time he told you he went to Fridays?
Yeah.
First lied with his buddy, and then went
them all
with the
right
6 girls?
Yeah, that's him.
There wasn't 6 girls. There was 1 girl and him. And he actually was there with his...
Is that the girl right there?
Yes, that's the girl. The toughest thing about this footage is he had your little boy with him.
Oh, hell no. Just holding my son.
And they went and put him in a stroller coming up and kind of went walking with him.
She just kissed my son. So can we confront him tonight or no?
Yeah, we can. They're not at the apartment. The detective is on him right now.
Zach's not at the apartment?
No, they're driving somewhere, but we're following him. And we can go talk to her if you want first.
Talk to her now?
If you want.
I want to talk to her now, and then
Find
I
out
want to go
the
where
truth.
he is right now.
We
and
can
then
do that.
Okay, let's go.
Would you like to talk to
I
her?
want to go. Let's go now.
But you got to stay in this second lane. Don't go over yet. You're not.
Hold on, don't go yet. Sir.
To me. Again.
Just stay right here in this lane.
I'll go over.
Okay, you're clear. Crystal? Hi, my name's Tommy from the TV show Cheaters, and you've been seeing a fellow named Zach.
You've been seeing my fiance Zach and holding my son?
Yeah.
So you knew about me?
No. Oh, well, somewhat.
Well, either you do or you don't. You either know about me or you don't.
Charlene,
There's no way around it. Either you know about me.
I know he doesn't want to be with you.
did you know that he was engaged to her
No.
and they were going to get married?
We're supposed to be married this summer. Nope, not that I'm aware of.
Did he ever mention that he had a fiance?
He said that he had a girlfriend that he was living with, but he wasn't happy with one of the things.
Right.
He's not faithful to her.
He's not faithful to her?
He doesn't want to be with her. That's what he says.
Do I just tell him to come over here or what?
No, you just go up and talk to him. Okay, ready? Ready? Let's go.
Honey, come here, honey. Why don't you explain to me what's been going on? I'm gonna give you a chance to come clean with me right now.
Been out to dinner?
What about Wednesday night, honey?
What is this?
What about Wednesday night?
Nothing happened Wednesday
Don't
night.
tell me that, because I already have proof. I have it on tape. You were kissing that other girl, Crystal, I believe her name is, and she was holding my son, kissing my son, and I sat there and watched you kiss her, and she was in at our house. I have it on tape. What do you want? I have it on tape. I have proof. I've already talked to her.
Zach, we're from
I've
the
already
TV
been to
show
her house.
Cheaters.
Why can't you just tell me the truth? That's all I've ever asked from you. If you didn't want to be with me, why didn't you just tell me? I thought you were faithful to me.
She was telling us that you were pursuing her and calling her on the phone, wanting to go out with her. She said that you've been pursuing other women as well.
She said you invited her to a concert tonight.
Uh-huh.
What concert would that be?
I didn't know that hanging out with the other
You're not just hanging out, you're keeping it from me, going behind my back and with other girls.
I am not.
So just calling her, going out on dates.
I didn't say that's necessarily right, but as far as the accusations of cheating, that's not true.
But when you're walking around with someone else in your arms,
right.
You're calling them and pursuing them, and pursuing many girls.
Right.
That's pretty devastating when you've asked her to marry you, for God's sakes.
Right.
Coming up, the conclusion.
Going out and having fun with girls that's not something that I was going to rule out, because I do have fun.
Let me ask you, do you want to stay in the relationship?
I don't know. Not if. This is ridiculous.
You don't feel bad about
yes, I feel
calling
bad.
other women
Yes, I feel
and
bad.
pursuing
yes,
them?
I do.
Did you plan on talking to her at all, or just keeping up the facade and dating
Well, I
other
wouldn't
people?
really call it a facade and dating other people.
But
going out, walking around with a girl in the club, doing things like that, that's not necessarily
holding
right,
hands.
That's not a sin.
Do you love her?
Yeah. But there's no.
You shouldn't have to think of whether you
I don't have to think. Yes,
You
I
just
do.
did think.
Yes, I do love her.
But you were telling other women that you didn't love her and that you were with her only for your son's sake.
I've tried to get out numerous times, and
I left you and you begged me to come back.
I'm not going to make excuses. She says she already has all she has, so all I'm asking is time to speak to my fiance.
You don't think I deserve for you to be honest to me after 2 years when that's all I've ever asked from you and you can't even do that? And then and you're telling me you're escorting girls at clubs and I see you holding, you just said yourself it wasn't right, so therefore it's wrong.
And you can take my son away from me, because I'm damn sure never going to be around you or him ever again. The television show helps you out. Helps you ruin your family.
They didn't ruin my family.
Okay, well,
Your
they made it
dishonesty
stronger.
did.
Okay, well, they made it stronger. And this is how our relationship ends.
All you had to ever do is be honest with
So
me.
this is how it ends. This is how our family ends.
All right. Thanks. Are you going to go back to your house?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go pack a bag and go.
So we're going to follow her
Okay, she's going
to her
to-
place. She's going to take her car
Okay.
to her place and get some stuff.
Okay.
And then she's going to leave.
Okay.
We're going to follow her over. Just make sure she's at home by herself. I mean, gets everything out of her house and she leaves before he comes back. Because he's walking. She's going to take the
She's
car.
going to walk out? He's going
He
to walk
is.
out?
They're walking home.
Why are you people in my house?
We're trying to prevent any kind of domestic
Okay, cool. Okay. There is no domestic violence in here. So out of my house. I can't walk in my front door. I didn't touch her. And I had no intention of touching her. Then you out of my house. This is not your home. All y'all. This is not your house. Is that what I need to do? Is that what I need to do? I'm just curious. Because I haven't laid a hand on any of you. Do I need to pull out my legal permit gun and pull it on all of y'all away from my house?
Can you hear him?
That would be a problem. You don't want to do that. Just try to take it easy for a minute, and this
You're
will all be
standing
over.
in my apartment. I don't know any of you people.
As soon as she gets her stuff.
She's not coming. She's talking to me right now.
Oh, okay. We all go back there and talk then.
You're right.
All we're trying to do is let her get it.
She's not coming. How many times do I have to tell you that? She's staying here and talking to me. That's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time.
We need to hear that.
Would you ask
Okay,
her to
would you like
come
for me
up?
to bring her out here and tell you that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can we talk for a second?
No, this is a friend. You would like to speak with
Are you
Jack
all right?
Otto?
Are you getting your stuff still
Okay,
and
hold on
going?
just 1 second.
I'll have to have the keys.
Your car keys?
It's the police department.
Where are they?
Zach.
I still have them.
He won't give them back to you?
I still have. It's not that I'm not going to give them to her. She can leave when I'm done talking to her without 100 people.
But she would like to leave. So if you'll give her her keys,
I'm gonna
then she
talk
can go.
to him and
Oh, okay.
I am going to leave after I talk to him.
Okay. So you want
Okay,
us?
so you
have
don't need
my
us
word.
here.
Do you want us to leave you here?
I'm not a psychopath.
You
That's
don't,
fine.
You don't want us here, so we'll go ahead and go.
Yeah, you can leave.
Okay.
Is it okay?
deal.
He has cops coming, so
Okay. Do you mind if we wait outside to the parking lot till you leave?
it's fine.
Okay. We'll wait for you down here.
Well, they've agreed to leave now because my fiance gave them consent to leave. And they're all on their way out now.
After the confrontation, Charlene and Zach struggle with what to do next. At the end of the episode, find out if Charlene can give Zach a second chance. But now, Cheaters takes a look back at the Patricia Major case. Patricia remarks on her life since the confrontation.
Patricia Major, age 27. Patricia visits with Cheaters to better explain that ominous day of the confrontation.
When we first came up with my husband, I was devastated. I couldn't believe that everything that I thought could be going on was going on. And I just couldn't believe that he could be disrespectful towards me like that out of my presence.
I ain't been messing around.
Oh, yes, you have.
Hey,
yes, you have.
I haven't been messing around.
You have been messing around. Who did take? Oh, he's been married for over 10 years. Yes, ma'am. So that's you the one that's been coming up here visiting him on a regular basis?
Yes,
ma'am. Okay. Well, yes, ma'am.
We saw you leaning in the car kissing the young lady.
No. What you seen, what you think you seen, what you didn't see.
He was dishonest because he thinks he's slick. And, you know, like most men, you know, they think they can get away with a lot of things. And that's what, I mean, David is always known to be dishonest. He'll lie right in my face. That's the reason why I had the actions taken that I did, because I know he is capable of lying to me in my face.
I've been having him watch for the last 2 weeks. So I've been knowing what you've been doing. And he's a broke that barely pays his bills. I'm the one that he paid half of the damn rent. I pay child care. I'm the one that puts the food in the house, pay light bill. You got a broke man that should have had it at home with his wife.
Well, I tell you one thing, whatever he was looking for, I don't know if he found it or not, but I tell you, he lost a lot behind it. That's the only thing I can say. And my only advice to him is that he needs to do unto others as he wants others to do unto him. And then that way he would be able to succeed the things that he wants in life. Because I don't know what it is that he out there looking for. Because what I saw, it wasn't worth it.
Why she still here? She worried about her man?
Put the cameras in my face one more time. I'll break them.
So now you want to get an assault charge. Now you finna be on TV, go to jail for an assault charge.
Hey.
Well, the emotions I was going through at that particular time when he walked towards me in the van and wanted to speak with me, I didn't want that person in my presence. I didn't want to see him. I just really didn't want to talk to him. I didn't have any words from him. So my emotions was just like, please get far away from me as you can.
You was kissing on the woman. She very admitted that you guys have been kissing, showing affection. You have called her, she have called you, and that's all I need to know. You ain't gotta be going over there dipping and dabbing in her stuff for me to know that you cheating on me.
So that's what you gotta say about that.
That's what I gotta say about that.
Right.
I would recommend it to anybody who's serious with their relationship and has given their all, and then they find this individual that's not putting in the same amount, then yes, I would advise them to do what I did to find out the truth. Because there's too much going on in the world for you to be wasting your time with somebody that's not gonna give you the same respect that you would give to them.
Following the confrontation with Charlene Massey, suspect Lytle realized his wrongdoing and vowed never to cheat again. Charlene and Lytle then decided to start over in a new home. The couple remain engaged, but have decided not to rush into a marriage they cannot afford. Still, they say staying together for the son they share is their main priority. Companion Dudley told Cheaters she had no idea Lytle was also seeing companion Jarrett, her close personal friend. Although the two companions remain friends, Dudley has vowed to keep Jarrett away from any potential suitors. Charlene Massey discharged Cheaters from further investigation, leaving uncertain what, if any, Lytle sees of the other woman.